Hi and welcome. Let's discuss this particular question. Now, the question says that we have given an array of prices for a particular stock. Fine. So, for the ith day, the price of the stock is, let's say, price of I. Fine. What we need to and what we can do is we can buy the stock on a particular day. Let's say we buy the stock on the ith day and sell this stock at the jth day, and here j will definitely be greater than I. Fine. So buying a stock at the ith j at a price pi and selling that stock on the jth day at a price pj, fine, we need to find the maximum profit, that is the max of pj and pi for all ij such that j is greater than I. That is how formally what the question says. Fine. So let me give you an example to make it clear. So let's say we have 8, 3, 6, 1, 7 or 2, 4, 3, 8. Fine. So suppose we buy the stock on this day for a price of 1 and sell the stock on this day of the price of 8. Fine. So 8 minus 1 is 7, and this is the maximum profit I can get. Now you can take anything. If you want, just let's say 3 and sell it. See, if I sell it to 4, I will get just a profit of 1. If I sell it for 8, I will get a profit of 5. If I sell for 6, I will get a profit of 3. If I sell for 1, I will get a loss of 2. Fine. This is my buying price and this is my selling price. Fine, if we are doing this. So similarly, checking each and every possibility, we can simply say that if I buy at a price of 1 and if I sell at a price of 8, I will get the maximum profit. Fine. Remember, you cannot do like this, that you buy on some day 3, some day 4 and sell it on day 1. This is not possible. Fine. So I should always be less than j. If we buy at I and sell at j, so j should always be greater than I. Fine. So what will be the brute force approach to solve this question? It's pretty simple. What we actually need is nothing but for each ij, the maximum difference between two values. Correct? This is what we need. So if this is my I and this is my j, what is the difference? 8 minus 3. This is my what? This is my buying price and this is my selling price. So it is 3 minus 8. So the difference here is minus 5. Fine. J increments. Difference is minus 2. Is minus 2 greater than minus 5? Yes. So my maximum answer increases to minus 2 right now. Then 1 minus 8 is minus 7. Difference is minus 7. And obviously minus 7 is smaller than minus 2. We will not increment my max. Then 2 minus 8 is minus 6. So minus 6. So minus 6 is smaller than minus 2. We will not change. 4 minus 8 is minus 4. So minus 4 is smaller than minus 2. We will not change. 3 minus 8 is minus 5. Minus 5 is smaller than minus 2. We will not change. 8 minus 8 is 0. 0 is smaller than minus 2. So therefore, 0 is greater than. It is greater than. Fine, greater than. We need the maximum. So it is greater. So 0. Fine. So when I is equals to 1 and for j I plus 1 till the end, the maximum profit we can get is 0. Now similar thing we need to do is increment I and then again start the process. So this is my j. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 is greater than 0. Yes, change it. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2 is not greater than 3. Do not change it. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Minus 1 is not greater than 3. Do not change it. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 is not greater than 3. Do not change it. 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 is not greater than 3. Do not change it. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 is greater than 3. Change it. So after I equals to 2 is over, we see that our maximum profit we can get is till now 5. Now same we repeat for I equals to 3, then I equals to 4. When we go, we will get the maximum profit as 7. We cannot get afterwards. So it is simply saying that for I equals to, let's say indexing is 0 to n minus 1, then j equals to I plus 1 to n minus 1. Okay, we get temporary answer as price of j minus price of I. If this temporary answer is greater than the max till now, change the max. That's it. This is obviously order of n square approach. Fine. So this was the brute force approach for this particular question. That for each and every ij, possible ij, such that j is greater than I, we get the difference and then we find out the maximum difference. So this was about brute force. Now how do we do this question in a linear time? Okay, can we optimize? Yes, we can optimize. So if I draw this in a form of a graph, okay, so some 8 point will be something here, then 3 will be down here, 6 will be somewhere here, okay, 1 will be down here, 2 here, 4 here, somewhere here, 3 is somewhere here, and 8 is somewhere here, correct? So it is nothing but 6, 1, 2, and I can get a 4 a little bit down. Okay, just a second. So this is nothing but 1, 2, and here it is somewhere 4, here it is 3 somewhere, and here it is 8. Okay, so 4, 3, 8. As you can observe in this, can you observe something? What will be our answer? The answer is nothing but the lowest value, lowest depth, lowest valley with subtraction with the highest peak. The lowest valley subtraction with the highest peak. This is our answer. So how do we approach this? How do we solve this? So what we can do is we can simply run a loop from our left hand side, okay, and keep track of the minimum element till now. Fine. And from that minimum element, we just need to subtract all the elements coming after it and get the maximum. So what I'm saying is, let's say we have some minimum element variable. So initially minimum element is 8. Next element is 3. Is 3 greater than 8? No, 3 is smaller than 8. So minimum element changes to 3. Now next is 6. Is 6 greater than 3? Yes. Just find the difference. Difference is nothing but 3. Again change maximum still now is 3. Then we get a 1 after 6. Is 1 greater than 3? No, it is smaller. So change the minimum element. Now minimum element is 1. Fine. Then we go to 2. Is 2 smaller than 1? No, it is greater. So difference is nothing but 2 minus 1, 1. Should we change the max? No, we should not. Then we go to 4. Now 4 minus 1 will be 3. So difference is nothing but 3 and minimum is still 1. So 3 minus 3 and max is same, no need to change. Now next is 3. Is 3 greater than 1? No. Yes, 3 is greater than 1. It is not smaller. So minimum element will not change. What is the difference? 2 is the difference. Max will not change. Then we go to 8. Now 8 minus 1 is 7. So difference will now, max will change to 7. And so we get our answer. So what we are doing is, we are simply doing this part, that here we will have a maximum element. So if the current element that we are accessing, fine, is less than the minimum element till now, so we are changing our minimum element. If this is not the case, else if, what we are doing is we are getting the difference. So the price at a particular point I minus the minimum element. If this is greater than current max, we are changing our current max. And finally, we are printing the current max. That's it. This is how we are going to solve this particular question. Okay. I hope you understood how we can get the lowest peak and the highest sorry, the lowest valley and the highest peaks difference. So traversing from the left, we are simply keeping track of the minimum element till now and getting the difference between the rest of the elements with this minimum element. Okay, storing the maximum difference in a maximum variable. Fine, and printing it. So it's just a normal linear approach, order of n time complexity. Okay, this is simply running from I equals to 0 to n minus 1. That's it. Order of n. Okay, so try to implement this now on your own, and once you try to implement, you can see the video of implementation. Okay, so that you get a pretty good idea on how to do it if you are not able to implement it now. Okay, let's see the implementation. So let's run test case loop so that we can test on many cases in one go. Fine, C in n, int arr n, just I am taking just the required inputs. So 4 equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, C in arri. Fine. Now let's have our max variable and min variables. So min element equals to int max, and let's say the max profit is nothing but 0 right now. So let's run a loop. I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Now if the current element is less than the min element till now, we need to update our min element. Fine. Else what we can do is we can get a difference in difference equals to array of current element minus the min element. Fine. Now if the difference is greater than the max profit till now, okay, so we have to update our max profit. So max profit equals to difference. That's it, guys. Fine. Finally we will simply print our max profit and done. So a very simple implementation, it's just a logical question. Fine, so let's run it on sample test cases. Let's have 3 cases. 7 is the size. We have 8, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So we should get 7 as the answer. And if we have something like 1, 2, 3, 4, then we get 3 as the answer, buying on day 1 and selling on the end day. Fine. Now suppose we cannot have any profit, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this case we can simply print as 0, profit is 0, correct? So it is printing 0. The reason being I have declared max profit with 0. Okay, so this case is being handled. Okay guys, so this was the implementation. Thank you.